How are you feeling with all of this energy? I really had to tune out. I couldn't do a tune in for the new moon in Virgo. It was really intense for me um, because my moon is in Virgo. So I had a lot of personal work that I needed to attend to, that I had to feel through and really experience. So, um, yeah, just reorganizing, resetting the way that we view love, that we see love, all of these things. Anyways, today's video is all about the full moon. Salamat po lang po nama. Happy full moon in the sign of Pisces. So in its very watery sign of Pisces and experiencing this full moon. As you know, full moon is the point where the moon is at its biggest, its brightest, its fullest. It's like a completion or culmination point of sorts, right? Where everything is finally coming into its complete form. We're kind of seeing how things have played out. And not just in the last lunar cycle, but since I think like earlier in the beginning of the year when we had a new moon in Pisces, like what's happened in the past 6 months, right? And how can you reflect back on that? So not only do we have this full moon in Pisces, which is like, has a lot of feels. Have you been having super intense dreams? Like, my dreamscape land has been bizarre, has been super crazy. My sleep patterning has been all over the place. Like, maybe anxiety, maybe just really tired, maybe but like never really feeling like I'm getting enough sleep or enough rest, no matter how much it actually is coming in, right? So let's talk a little bit about Pisces. So the moon will be full in 17 degrees of Pisces. How does this affect you? If you are a water sign, if you're a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, you're probably going to feel larger effects of this full moon. If you are a mutable sign, I believe Pisces is a mutable sign. If you are a mutable sign, you're probably going to feel a lot of effects. And if you have Pisces in your chart somewhere, you will definitely feel this. If you have any signs that are in 17 degrees, the same as what the full moon is right now, you will be affected in that area of your chart. So these are all kind of like cool things to understand or to play with, if you will. Also, besides Pisces, Pisces is a dream. It's like the dreamer sign, right? Like the dream state, like two fishes swimming in opposing directions. Why are they swimming in opposing directions? I spoke with my friend about this last night. And it's not like the twins. It's not like Gemini. It's like one wants to do this and one wants to do that. One wants to go this way and one wants to go that way. And they're both, come on, like, let's go this way, let's go this way, let's go this way. It's like kind of going in big circles, but more like this type of back and forward, like coming back to the same thing. So while it's important to dream big, and obviously a water sign is connected to our soul, our emotions, our feelings, our intuition, I think the biggest thing we can learn from this right now, and the best way we can use this energy to navigate better through it, is like, how are we actually navigating or feeling through our feelings and or emotions, right? Hold on my apologies. My fan on my computer is going out, so it gets when we're feeling something, are we reacting out of an emotional state, or are we learning to respond and actually feel our feelings? Like, why are we feeling this, and how can we better respond um, to the way that we are feeling? And how can we also communicate it properly, and not just to others, but to ourselves? Like, basically, like, our feelings, our emotions, our intuition is our body, our inner being, our soul, right? Our our chi, our source, communicating with us, whether it's like we're feeling pain, whether we're feeling sickness, whether we're feeling whatever. It's all our body, our soul, our being, like, wanting to communicate with us, like, I don't like this, or I like this. This feels good, or and how are we better managing communication with self, right? So don't get too lost in the thought of dream. Like, do a lot of grounding out. If you can get into water, if you can do any earthing, like, you may notice, like, I've done like a bunch of yard work. Like, I did it myself because I really needed the grounding. I really needed to be in the grass, in the dirt, cutting the branches, doing all, like, I needed to physically do that for a grounding space, because I was just feeling so scattered, so floaty. And this is a very typical Piscean energy. And it's okay. It's okay as long as we understand what it is and how to work through it, how to ground it, and how to properly process and use the energy to assist us instead of resist us, right? So what else is happening? Okay, so 9-9, we just have 9-9 portal. What does this mean? So month September is 9, the 9th of September, so the 9-9 portal. What does this mean? Numerologically speaking, 9 is the completion number, right? It's not 10. 10 is 1 and 0, right? It's 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. It's the series of this. So 1, 2, 3 through 9. 9 is actually the completion, the number of completion, right? It's this reaching this level of completion, of spirituality. So how are we, right? How are we acknowledging our feelings, our connectivity to spirit, right? Pisces isn't just about dreamer. It's about being connected to the dream space, like to the ethereal realm, right? So how are we really, like, how are we really setting these things? How are we completing what we've started? How are we processing these things and putting them into a more go mode, a more completion point, right? With this energy, right? Because September, happy birthday to all my beautiful Virgos out there. We are in the sun sign of Virgo, you guys. So Virgo is very pragmatic. Virgo likes to, I wouldn't necessarily say create regiments. That's more Capricorn, but Virgo is definitely likes things to be orderly. It likes to understand the reason and the rhyme kind of for things. Like, things need to have like a reason or a rhyme, like everything in its place and a place for everything, right? Like, this is like a Virgo mentality. So, it's really important that we're like, where are we spiritually, right? Where are we emotionally? How are we dealing with this? How are we emotionally responding to different types of relationships, whether it be personal, intimate, like work, whatever. How are we responding to these, right? And yeah, that's a lot of what's going on because, Virgo is about doing things in an orderly fashion. Like there is a reason why, there's a reason why everything's happening. So, um, what else? Okay, not only is the moon full, but you guys, you've probably been feeling this energy. Mercury has just gone retrograde. So, we have the nice next few weeks and probably another couple weeks after that where we'll feel the shadow period. You've probably been already feeling the shadow period prior to now. But yes, Mercury has gone retrograde. What does this mean for us? How can we take this information and help ourselves navigate better through it, right? So Mercury is the ruling planet of communication, right? You may find you're having troubles with electronical devices, maybe like how you're actually speaking to people, like physical one-on-one communication. So be sure, especially with the sun in Virgo, be sure that before you communicate or say something, you're actually like taking a moment, like pausing, taking a deep breath and be like, is this really what I mean? Is this really what I want to say? And with your heart, say it with conviction. Yes, but not just say it. Do not just spout out, because that is the very Piscean energy, which we want to embrace, but on a different space, not with the mercurial energy, right? We want to communicate in a very orderly fashion right now and express things in such a way. So hopefully some of this information has given you guys some downloads. Yeah, just no, don't fight with people, don't get in fights. Like, know that we may have some electronical things. Why does Mercury retrograde affect us more? Because it's closer, because it makes more transits, it's closer to us, so we actually feel the effects more, right? Than, let's say, Uranus, Pluto, Neptune, whatever. They're much farther out. Now, we still do get a little bit of effects from them. We just don't feel it. We don't have as much things being disrupted from it, because it's a little bit more, in the background, where Mercury is more in the forefront. So just be patient, be conscious. It's not a good time to be making or setting plans. Like, if you've already set plans, if you've already started things and you're following through on them, like putting them more into action, okay. It's not a good time to necessarily create contracts, make travel plans, all of these things. But Mercury and this is also about traveling. So if there is anybody that is going to be traveling during this time, make sure you have backups of things, make sure you have everything in order, and just be patient. Don't be rushy. Have your paperwork, have your extra screenshots, have your whatever. Send it to your email as well. Have your stuff in order. And just as like an extra precautionary, and enjoy your time. Also, for Mercury retrogrades, we will notice that we will be revisiting a lot of things. Sometimes people will come back from the past that we haven't seen in a long time. Sometimes we'll revisit relationships, situationships, things like this. And there will be some type of communication. Now, I wouldn't necessarily, unless you feel super compelled, go out of your way to reach out in this time, unless you've really been feeling like you really need to do it, because it can end weird. But if somebody does reach out to you in this type of situation, Go ahead, take a moment, figure out like how you feel, work through the feelings, digest the feelings, and respond. Don't react. Respond, and really sit with yourself and figure out what the lesson, why this person, this situation, whatever it is coming back. What is your oversoul? What are your guides? What is the universe attempting to tell you? What's the lesson, right? Always there is something to learn here on Earth School. So definitely tune into it. Stay in a really high frequency, as high as possible. And yeah, you guys, let's pull some cards. And I apologize, I'm not doing a live today. I've been running around. There's so much things to catch up on, and I haven't felt the shapest top. If you guys really want to do a live, like drop a message, leave me a comment, If I get enough feedback and likes, like I would be more than happy to go ahead and do the live for you guys. I'm just a little bit drained today. Guys, for our collective. Taurus, Cosmic Gateway. Yes, we just had the 9-9. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Absolutely. So remember, we're in this Piscean energy. It's like our dreams, our thoughts, everything is manifesting very quickly and kind of formulating into this new earth, into this shape. So let's see. Messages for the collective. Here and now, be present. Be present in this moment. If you're focused on the past or the future, then you are not being present. Soulmates. Some of you guys may be reconnecting with some of your soulmates. You could have some people returning back into your life. You could also, it doesn't have to be necessarily somebody you met this lifetime. It could be other people from past lifetimes. I've been noticing a lot more since removing some people, a lot more of these type of people entering my space. And I just feel like this, like, immediate draw. Like, I feel connected to you. Like, I feel energetically, like, connected to you. And I'm doing my best to just, like, explore those, to give those time, to give those space, even if I didn't have time or space or wasn't planning for it, because I want to understand. Use your time very wisely. TikTok. Use your time very wisely, but also don't be bound by the time. Time is a linear 3D, like, physical construct, yeah? So don't be completely bound by time. To be fair. Okay, so some of you guys may be receiving, some of you guys may feel like there has been a lack of money or reciprocation or something coming in. Know that karmically or, however, the energy that we are putting out will be returned. Everything is fair. Maybe not at the exact moment, but it will be. So be mindful of that. the distance. So make sure to put in the work. Don't give up before the race is over. Keep moving forward, you know. A big part of manifestation is actually taking action, right? It doesn't mean like I have to put in every minute of work, like overdo yourself. No, but actually making small actions, no matter what they are, creates space. Get some tarot. So first we have the Magician, which basically means we're each creating our own ability, right? We're creating our own reality, our ability, for what we want. What is it that we want? We want to be able to get out of this mental space, get out of this stuck mental space, this defensive mental space. We want to stop kidding ourselves. We want other people to stop kidding us. And in order for that to happen, we have to stop kidding ourselves, right? What is it that fills your cup? What is it that brings you love, contentment, happiness? What is it? Is that a happy Buddha? Because you're creating it. You're creating it by the space you're creating, by the people you're putting, the things that you're entertaining. You're creating it. Chariot, you are moving towards. You are steering, the chariot. You're in charge. You're the driver, the conductor of sorts. The hermit. What are you really hiding from? Okay. You've been hiding. You've been locking away. Your true, deep ability to know what it is, to manifest the three. This is the Empress. To be able to nurture your ability to call in what you want, to call in love, to call in the life that you want, to really create it. Remember, we have Horus with the cosmic gateways. Your thoughts are magnetic. So whether you think you can or you can't, either way, you're right, right? You're the only one hurting yourself. So it may have been a long path. It may have been a lot of work to get to where we are, but regardless of all of the passion, all of the things that we have carried, all the things that we have experienced, we are still ultimately the ones writing them, burning them, manipulating them. Yeah? How do you want to be able to do that? Believe. Believe in that little spark of passion. Believe in a new beginning for yourself. Believe in something more. Imagine your best, dream of your best, biggest thing you possibly can. And envision that every day. As silly as it seems, like that's how we manifest, by dreaming, by feeling into that, And I think with the Virgo energy, you know, it's like we make things in the physical plane a reality. And with the Piscean energy, we are taking our wildest dreams and fantasies and actually being able to communicate like ethereally and to this space from our higher selves to our physical selves in order to actually create it, in order to actually make it happen. And that's really beautiful, you guys. We have to be okay with some things coming to an end. We have to be okay, um, you know, with not everything working out the way that we wanted it to. We have to believe. But we also have to stop believing. Stop believing in the deceptive things, you know? The moon is like secrets, things that are hidden. Stop hiding them, you know? What is hidden will come to light. And if you're not honest about it, it can crumble. You know, and this tower is really beautiful because it's not actually crumbling down. So it could be about building this new belief, building this new belief system, right? A couple more cards, please and thank you. So there will be quite a few of us that are actually calling in these partnerships, which is beautiful. The lovers, this is Gemini energy. Oh. This is Gemini energy, the lovers. We're calling in. This is like also loving ourselves on the physical plane, right? Passion. Moving to the beat of our own drum, passionately firing that up. And yes, it's taken a long time, but it has been slow and steady, and it will get there, you guys. You just really have to believe in yourself and really have to have faith and know that what our thoughts are, what we think about ourselves, what we allow other people to say about us, manifest in reality. So be conscious about it. Be really intentional about it. As always, like, comment, subscribe, follow, share with anybody. And yeah, if you guys want to do a live reading, I'd be willing to post some cards. Like, let me get some likes, some notes, some loves, some shares. Help me with the algorithms because I did not drop the new moon video. Yeah. Help your girl out. I would appreciate it. Infinite blessings, love, and light as always. Ciao for meow. Until next time.